Give a few minutes for people to tune in. Just let me see if I can pull my stream up on my side. According to this, I am live. Let me see. YouTube's not pulling my showing my stream quite yet. I might have to close out YouTube. Let's see. Here we go. Hello, hello. If you're just now tuning in, welcome, welcome, welcome. Let's go on real quick. Notice that I'm live. Just see here we are. All right. Here we go. For those who are new to the channel, welcome. My name is Epic Mickey Moments. I'm a YouTuber. I'm both a gaming YouTuber for does Fortnite, Minecraft, and many more. I also do theme park videos. And if you may not know, this is my 5th year on YouTube as of yesterday. So, and I'm sorry, chat. I'm listening to my own audio to make sure everything is running okay. So, as I was saying, welcome, welcome. So, let's go ahead and jump into why we're here for our 5-year anniversary. We are putting together this bad boy. This Lego 3-in-1 Creator Haunted Mansion set, along with a couple more Halloween themed items for our Lego sets. The others are smaller, but this one is the main attraction of sorts for this stream. So we are going to jump right in. If you're wanting to put comments in the chat, chat away. We are welcome to. This is a live stream, so it's all are welcome. Please tune in. If you're have friends that want watch, share, stream out. All are welcome. Oh my goodness, this is the first time I've seen this in a Lego set. So yeah, there are currently 6 bags in this set. So now, if you're not familiar with this kind of theme for Lego, this is a Lego 3-in-1 Creator set, where you have 3 different options of alternate builds from each certain set. This one you have the main build, which is a haunted mansion. If you're a Disney theme park enthusiast like myself, it may look familiar almost to the Disneyland Paris' Phantom Mare if you're got that keen eye, even though it's really not. So I'm gonna want to get this real quick in camera angle. So waiting to see if the camera picks this up. Here we go. Need to lower it down a little bit. So yeah, this cup consists of 736 pieces. This was about $70-$80, I'm pretty sure, if you're curious how much this set is. You still have time as if this stream is live, if you want to still pick this up in your local Lego store or Walmart, where your local Lego retailer is, where you're actually watching from. So, yes, this is a good opportunity for you to find out more about this set if you're curious about it. So, just going to jump into the different builds because without the instructions from that big paper packaging. So the main build, as I have said, is the Haunted Mansion. This is the first set of instructions for this. The biggest portfolio for the book for the instructions. Then the second build is a haunted train with a train station. And then the third and final instruction build they can do for this set is a haunted ghost ship. Now, this is of course, a Halloween themed build, so you can put this out with some other Halloween builds that you may have from over the years. For me, it's just a fun build for me to do, but for the sake of this video, we're just going to do the Haunted Mansion build for this stream. So this build that we'll be doing is the better look for it than the whole looking at the box. So let's go ahead and open this up. I'm going to put this in the camera angle so we can see. So the minifigures that are included in this set total there are, I believe, by looking at this, 5 minifigures, including the skeleton figure. There is a ghost figure, a vampire's bride figure, werewolf, Frankenstein's monster, and of course, as I mentioned just a second ago, the skeleton figure. And so that brings out to, again, 5 minifigures for the set. So first, we gotta open up bag 1 out of 6. Going to pour it out right here. We'll have the instruction manual. One loose brick. Go and pull the trash can up closer so I can be throwing the plastic bags away. Just want to step away for the stream bit. There we go. Alright. So we gotta put together the werewolf and skeleton minifigures. Just going to see, let's go ahead and be putting both minifigures together at the same time since I'm just seeing where I can see the pieces at the same time. There we go. I think I might have just lost one piece underneath. No, I did not. Okay. Never mind. So, and there goes the lantern piece that's going underneath the rest of the bags. Here we go. So, werewolf. Where's the legs for werewolf? Here you are. Then here's the giant bone piece. Take a look at that. Very nice. Nice minifigure. Very well detailed. And the custom head mold for werewolf. Very nice. Very nice. Hello, Dooley. Welcome. Welcome, welcome. Sorry, I'm just now seeing you in chat. Hello, Nebu Mouse. Hello, welcome. Great to see everybody tuning in. Hello. Like I said, please share out the stream if you wish to share it out. I'm currently on track to try and get to 1,000 subscribers, so if you can help me out, that would be great, because I have so much planned for when I hit 1,000 subscribers that I'm able to make a lot more content that way. Oh, I apologize about the bit of clanking in the background. That is my dog, Bandit. He's saying hello in his way. And he's saying hello, so sorry about that, but you know how dogs are. He's sweet. He's a sweet dog. He's a really sweet dog. He's a Boston Terrier. And key thing about Boston Terriers. Oh, hello, Maroon. Hello. I won't elevate, and you say hello. Alright, I'm organizing some pieces real quick, some big pieces, including the brick separator, real quick. Just making sure where everything is. Alright, now we get started to the actual build. So, let's see here. A 4x4 piece to start with. So it looks like we're building the monster tree that goes out front of the Haunted Mansion. So we're building the interior parts of the tree. Alright, so let's see here. Grab a flat 1x2 piece here. Where's the teeth? Here we are. And then there's a slope piece. Here it is. And if you haven't done so already, please like and subscribe. That helps out a ton. If you haven't done so already. So now I don't have a specified time frame when how long this stream is going to last. I'm just doing it until I pretty much build all of these sets. We currently have this one and at least 2 other small, way smaller sets. So this is going to depend on how long this takes to build this. Probably a good while. So this should pretty much go the full length of a good YouTube live stream, which is why I kind of wanted to do this live, especially when I want to do a live stream for my 5th year on YouTube. Alright, now I just need a semicircle 1x2 piece, and then just tap these 2 pieces off. Now I just need a 1x1 side joint. Here we go. I just need another 1x1 to the side, stud, with a branch sticking out. And now Ben is just having fun in the background. Alrighty. Our tree is now coming along. Now he's got to build his side. Alright, let's see here. Start going up the left side, the right side of the scary tree, monster tree. Here we go. Now one thing I do like to do, if it is obvious that there's going to be a second side to this, is that I really like to start building out the other side, even though it might not be entirely correct, where I can always fix it later down the road. But by this, it's usually for sets like this that I can go ahead and build a mirroring side of certain builds, like so. I might have to move in just a little bit so you the viewers might be able to see a little bit better. Go ahead and roll up the sleeves too, because that's kind of interfering a little bit. Oh, whoops. I realized the camera just got knocked. See if that fixes it. Hold on a second, chat. Just want to make sure that the Let's see, shift it a little bit. That might fix it. That's better. Okay. I just have to kind of pause and wait and see about how it looks on stream. Yeah, that's better. Alright, now we're back to the build. So now we're building out the two side arm looking branches. Now I'm just looking for another arm joint that I'm apparently missing. Hopefully I'm gonna find it. Oh dear, that's not good. Yeah, we kind of moved over here. Oh wait, no, here it is. Found it. Okay, now we begin building the top of our monster tree. Here we go. And there's only 2 more steps until we finish him. Just gotta add top branches to him. And he is done. Spooky looking guy. Hello, Free Foolish Morals. Hello, welcome. Alright, now we begin building the gate for the Haunted Mansion. Now that, alright, since I do know the lantern piece, and plus the glow, or I suppose to represent the light, was growing lamps going on, go ahead and put this together. Which I do like this piece a lot, because it's one of the more detailed pieces that only comprises of 2 or more pieces. It wasn't be able to be held by a minifigure easily. And which really is supposed to be for a skeleton. But I have a feeling it's can be hooked up to another. Yeah, I realized I didn't show the skeleton minifigure, in fact. So here he is. Not much going on. It's just a basic skeleton minifigure. You'll see a lot of Lego sets like this. That's kind of comprised like a Ninjago, Star Wars, across many brands. It's the basic skeleton minifigure. Currently, it's the more modern version. There has been many versions, in fact, of that figure over the years, including like where the skeleton figure had some bold arm joints, where it's able to flare the arms around. Which I do happen to own one, but it's getting pretty old and brittle. So. So I'm just now noticing that the skeleton minifigure was not able to be shown, because now it's starting to pick it back up on my live feed. Just making sure it's. Oh yeah, there we go. There we go. Much better. Oh. Yeah, it's not gonna go up. It's hard to see with a live feed with the delay, but trying to do my best. But here's the actual look of the skeleton figure. Here we go. Sorry about that. Okay, now we are back to the building. If you're curious, like, why I'm so, like, or if it's, for me, it's different with a hand cam stream. This is my first time doing a hand cam stream, so, do bear with me, because I'm kind of learning as I go along with this. Alright. So now we just gotta add the second joint that connects the two iron gates. For us to be able to open and close them easily. Let me lock those in with the 2x2 base plate pieces. And a couple more of these 2x1 brick pillar, smooth brick pillar pieces. And then now, we get into some of the more wear and tear looking details. Where it looks like there's like cracks and missing stone out from the gateway. And now, we add the pyramid-like structures. Here we go. Yep, I'll show it this way. This is what, without the gateway so far. Oh, just now noticing that there, I missed a pretty big piece. A 1x8 flat plate. Three-fourths moral set as, oh, it is a Bang 2 Maroon Mayhem. Yeah, I happen to know the place that we were talking about, so it's so funny. If you don't know, it's a place in Clemson, South Carolina. It's with such good food, TDs. But I just happened to be with Three-Fourths Morals in Nano Mouse earlier. And it was a place called here in Myrtle Beach called Hamburger Joe's. The wings, amazing. So good. Yeah, I'm usually not a wings person, but that's good. The flavor sauce for the wings, so good. So good. I would get them again. I recommend. But anyway, gateway is done. And just show you. Able to open and close both ways, going both ways. And it has keyhole with chain. Now you can even do one thing, is you can put the chain on the other side. That way it's literally locked from the inside out, where it won't open and close all the way. If you want to, if you don't want to, that's fine. It's whatever you're building with Legos is your build. It's builds on the concept of imagination, and that's fine. And if you're curious, in this bag, there's always extra pieces and all like bags. This is what we have. We got flat 1x1 circle piece, 1x1 pole stud piece, a round branch piece. I just dropped that. A 1x1 slide tile. Just one branch brown piece, and then a 1x1 slab keyhole printed piece. So I'm just going to hold this up to the camera, get a better look. Just going to hold it here until make sure it's getting recorded. There we go. Alright, so that is bag 1 done. Bag 2, we have another main figure, which is Frankenstein's monster. I'm just going to put the gateway tree to the side. Out the skull bag first. Alright. Now this is the build, this bag marks the start of building the actual main Haunted Mansion build of this first version of the 1.3 creator. Now, Frankenstein's monster, if you're curious, if this minifigure has dual expression molds on both sides of the head, it does not, it just has the one. I'm just going to show it real quick. Just blank style, one, the actual main expression on the other. And then, of course, here's the with the complete with the top head mold. Just want to make sure it's focusing on in frame. Come on, focus, focus. There it is. Better. Just want to make sure, flip it around. I think that's it right there, so you can see. There we go. Alright, putting with the others. Now I did see that there's also a conductor's hat for the train station build that you can add to the skeleton, or even Frankenstein's monster if you're that person that's want to expand your imagination with this kind of stuff. That's the more basic hat piece for a conductor. Evo, there is Amara, welcome, welcome, welcome. Yeah, Amara, I don't think I know who you are. You see, with accounts with different names, it's hard for me to tell who's who. Who I actually know in real life, so yeah. Which is why if you don't want share this fine if you do, please go ahead. Just don't use my real name, please. Just no, call me my channel name, just privacy reasons. Let's see. Oh, I just put the wrong piece down this base plate. Fine, so it was the 1x4 tile. There we go. That's what it's supposed to be. And now, let's see. Now I believe we are starting to build where eventually the tree will go out in front, out in this part here. By one judging by the faded picture. Now now I'm looking for a corner piece. Here it is. Starting to build a stone base of the more left wing of the mansion. Now we just need 2 transparent pieces. Another light gray stone brick piece. And another one for the other side. A brown gold ingot piece. You're wondering why I call it a brown gold ingot piece, because the actual piece mold is a ingot piece, which it was first introduced as a gold ingot. That's why I refer it to, so apologies for confusion. And it's now seeing. If you're wondering why I'm snapping together, these are what will be used as the window pieces for mansion build. They require 2 pieces to be fully built. Both the transparent parts have to be snapped into the window frames. So I wanted to just go ahead and do that so I saw that before I forget. So now continuing on with the base build. So that was a 1x6 brick piece. Now we have 1x1 tube brick piece, followed by 1x4 brick piece, and then now we start seeing a couple of these more complex pieces for the mansion build itself, which is a foldable 1x4, which can be a 2x2 brick piece. Wait, a platypus? Harry the platypus? So now looking at correcting a mistake, another mistake I just made. There we go. Now, let's see here. I believe, by looking at this, I am starting to build the interior flooring of the mansion of this side on tower wing. Now I just need a two 2x4 stud Lego plate tiles. Now 1x4 brown tile piece with a 2x2 with a sort of cut off part of the piece. Brown Lego tile. And now we have an additional part we got to add in, starting with a 2x4 plate with a 4x4 brown, a 1x2, and then now one of those 1x1 brick pieces with the arm attachment joints, and now we just put it in right here, connecting it both, making it the full part. And now we can back to building the flooring, or at least what I think is the flooring. It looks like it's going to be eventually the flooring. And if I'm correct, what this will just add with the joint, it will eventually be where you can close in the mansion. And or if you want to kind of fold out where you can see the interior. Thank you. I just got hand scissors for a case of using the opening of the other sets in case I need to. There we go. Let's see here. I don't know. I'm gonna go back and just correct that later if it looks better. Sometimes if I look at a build and afterwards if I'm like, oh, that actually should be turned around where it's like more natural with what the build's supposed to be, like one with these like brick pieces. Sometimes I'll just turn around if it's at this side where it's just like the like a layered, just a clean layered side, and it's supposed to be like a brick, actually like supposed to show like bricks, stone bricks on the side where it's like this side where it's just stone bricks. I'll turn around if it's supposed to be like that, but now if it's a wood siding, then that's supposed to be with where it's on. I'm sure it's supposed to be like that. So now, but anyways, let's see here. Now we get started with more of the brick detailing, or siding, I should say, because it's more looking like siding, but I can always change it if that's supposed to be otherwise. And to 1x4 brick detailed bricks, followed by another special 1x1 with brick with a stud on the side. More detailed bricks. Another one top. Let me see here. Here we are. Now, wait a minute. Something's not seeming right. Okay, I've seen this. Saw that. Yep. Yep. Okay, I guess that's supposed to be how it is. Just a quick thing to mention, sometimes some of the instructions can be wrong with a step skipped in the manufacturing process, where it's way more of a accidental thing than purposeful thing. If you have that issue, always good to reach out to Lego directly and say that there is an issue, because they may, if you do have, I'll be aware of that. Now, I'm not saying this is the case, but it's more looking like I'm noticing there's a piece that was forgotten to be put in, I'm assuming, because if you look right here, there's a huge gap part, and there is not a piece to be mentioned to be put in that spot. So, now if it makes sense, it probably doesn't make any sense because I have it out of camera angle. But it's right here what I was just talking about. There's like a piece missing, even though it's not specified there's supposed to be a piece going in there. So, I'm just going to move on. If there needs to be a piece moved in, I'll just have to take it apart and just change that and add it in. But for right now, we're just going to move along. Just go along with it. So now we've got to fill in between these window seals. So I'll move this down a little bit so it'd be better in the camera angle so you can see more of the instructions. So let's see, now next we got to add this top part. Oh wait, no, we gotta add 1x2 tile on top of this in between the windows. And then now we can add this 1x4. Oops, and there goes the window, entire wall collapsing. I just crushed it. There we go. The other thing about Legos is, if something like that happens, you can just add it right back in with no issues real quick. That's what I love about this. Okay, now we can add a board, make it look like a boarded up window on the side here. But only obviously it's only one. Give it that dilapidated abandoned haunted mansion look. Just now notice that there's another hat for the skeleton. I'll show you later since we're on a roll with this. Because I think I'm really starting to push time. Because we need to put together more of the rest of these sets later. Now let's see here. Now we just add the roofing above our windows. So far as what we're looking at for this one at least. Now we are actually working on some of the interior, starting with a table. And so we have this table for our different hats for our skeleton, including the previous conductor's hat and a pirate hat that I pulled to the side earlier. Here we are. Looks pretty good. Now we add supports. Yep, now I'm in this step. There's the supposed missing brick I was mentioning before. So now I have to carefully pull this out. Because that area was supposed to be this 1x1 brick right here, and of course that was not shown, or at least not by what I noticed in the instructions manual. So I might have to clip that and make it known and send that to Lego. Make sure it's done. But I'll look back in the footage and just manual layers in case I'm either being crazy or not. But we'll just continuing moving forward. Keep moving forward. So now we're building up the smaller wall. And there goes that wall. Put the support back up. Here we go. Here we are. One more brick. Here we go. And now we just gotta add one more of these joint side pieces. And now we can add this 1x3 brick on top of what we just corrected. Then a half arch piece. Then a stud. Now 1x2 plate. Got this piece for make it frame. Now we add the almost circular wall to this exterior. Put the caps on that. Now, where's here? And it may, of course, be different for your angle, whereas the camera's sky, bird's eye view of the building process. For me, is a different view, of course, where I'm looking at stuff. So if there's something in the way, I want to see it like I just demonstrated. There we go. I think that is the entire bed. Almost forgot. Got to add our tree guy here in the front. So here is now bag 2 complete. And here's the interior part. Got the little table here for our skeleton. I won't wait to add skeleton. I was enticed to add him. Oh, and the extra pieces. Just two small ones. Just both a light gray stud and a dark gray 1x1 tile piece. Alright, now we move on to bag 3. Now this bag has 2 minifigures inside it. The Vampire's Bride, and I almost dropped Vampire Bride head. So I'm going to build the Vampire Bride first, because she's a little less unique than the Ghost, in which I'll show you in a second. You may already see it in the instructions, but I'll kind of clue you in. Show you otherwise. So here's the Vampire Bride. It has a very unique hairpiece. Is I think an exclusive one, as I am pretty sure. I think this is an exclusive hairpiece currently. So here's the back. You know, I didn't see if there was a alternate head. Oh yeah, there is an alternate head. So this Mayfair head does have two direct facial expressions. The one in the back I'm showing you, and then the one in the front. Actually, I'm going to do the second one because it fits way more with how the hair looks. So here's one with the different head. There we go. So now, let's go and build our ghost minifigure. Now he's a little more basic with a just plain white torso piece and leg piece. And just a plain black minifigure head. But the main draw for him, of course, is being the actual ghost cloak. So, in which why it's so important, why I mentioned earlier why he's more unique, even though he's very plain, is because if I turn out the light real quick, if it's able to show up, you can barely see it. Is it? Yeah, I'll just probably just go ahead and say the cloak does glow in the dark. Hold on, see if I can trigger it. Not really. Okay. So, oh well. It's not going to show up. Well, there's still, a good bit of light I have to use so I can see. But oh well. It's not going to show up. But it does glow in the he does glow in the dark. It's a glow in the dark piece. One of the very few that do get produced nowadays. Oh. Thank you. In the background. Kind of hard to make out. Doesn't glow very that much. Does not glow that much. That's weird. What is what is. Anyways, so now we gotta build our second part of our mansion. But it looks by the looks of this, we are going to build the actual front entrance of the main lobby of the mansion, but only the base of it. So at the floor in the outside front porch in this bag. So first we're starting with our stone base, 6 perimeter, followed by a transparent 2x2 cylinder brick piece. Oh, I think this is worth mentioning. Go ahead and show this. A printed 2x2 tile with a portrait of the vampire bride. I'm gonna hold it up to the camera so you can see better. Because the reflection, trying to see, is the reflection going to? Oh yeah, that's better. Yeah, that's better. So yeah, I'll put that to the side because that's a very important piece for the interior design. Let's see, now I'm looking for, right in front of me. 2 1x1 cylinder pieces. Now we do 2x2 transparent cylinder. Now we have more of these joint pieces that we can add. Bricks. A 1x6 brick. And we are building the front porch, as it turns out. So, go ahead and finish this. Now we got the second step leading up to the door. going to use an extra piece from the previous bag. Finish up the second step. Now, here's the third step. I thought there was only 2 steps by looking at the faded picture, but you know, it's hard to tell when it's faded. Here we go. Great. That creates a quarter circle pieces, tiles, creating that kind of crack right here in the so as you go, we step right before you step into the doorway. Now we build the interior flooring. And this is where we begin connecting our bills. So right here is by looking at, yes. So now both of these bills are connected. So now we can be working on both, I'm assuming, but I know that we're going to be only working on this part. We've been doing part of this bag. Now I'm seeing that we will be pretty much doing the entire doorway, our mansion, starting with railing for our front porch. Where is the ingot pieces? Here we are. Finish our railing, front porch railing. Here we go. Move on to the next page, page 46. Now we start doing the walls. Now let's see here. This goes, yeah, right here in the interior. I was like almost wondering if this was going to be shown on the exterior, which would be very weird since we were working on the front porch. Well, I was in interior because that was like what I was expecting. Now we have a stud on top of this pillar piece, then the doorway. Here we go. Door is installed. Now we just add stuff on top. Oh, got a doorknob on the outside. Here we go. So it will open and close. Now I'm sure we're going to move on to put in this wall here. Just gonna move it more here, move all these pieces to the front. Here we are. Let's see. Yep. Now we add, yep, locking the doorway in, supported by pillars. Okay, then now we have another wall. Stack these brick pieces for on top of it, plain brick piece. Now is this, oh yeah, here's another tile piece. This one is there's a black steel and a pink background of the mansion. If I'm able to, yeah, you can probably see. If you can on YouTube, you can zoom in if you need to zoom in, pause it. You're welcome to then pick back up where we are live. Now let's continue. And now we add that, another picture for the inside as you would go in. Now we also add another joint piece, but this time it goes on top. That way it supports the movement. That way the walls don't fall in as you're closing it in. Now we add some filler pieces. That way we can not have a gap from between floor to floor. Now, fill this in too. And I think I might be, yes, I am missing I did not add a piece in. That was my mistake. Here we go. Now here we are. There's hold up the front porch roof. Framing. Fill that gap. This page. The roof. Done for now, because this here is leaving room for the bill that's going to be on this side, which is similar to what we built to the last bag. So this is leaving room for when we add the next part. But for right now, this is what we have done so far, and which you can close in on itself. Is what it looks like closed in. Open, close on look out on the outside, and then extra pieces wise for this bag. Flip around, doorknob piece, and then two 1x1 pieces of various shapes. Okay, bag 4. Now we're running on 1 hour. It's good. This is what I was expecting the stream to go. Alright, bag number 4. This bag does not have minifigures included with it because we built all 5. So this one in bags 5 and 6 will not have minifigures. This is just now more building of the mansion. Now I'm just going to go ahead and snap together the windows on this side so I know where they are for later. Playing with the minifigures. And I'm just seeing there's only those 2. It's going to kind of add the stem of the pumpkin. There we go. Done. That's the side 2. Because that's a little more of a detail piece. Clock piece. Skeleton sleigh. Alright, let's start building bag number 4. Let's see, now I'm looking for a joint, a 2x1 joint piece. Here it is. You'll move up and down. By 4, a 2x1 tile. connecting that to this giant tile, base tile. Here we are. Not this piece. This is what I was looking for. Now I just need a, yep, for 1x1 arch. Now we begin building the stone brick base of it. And now we can go ahead and connect this to the rest of the build. Here we are. Here we go. Now we start building up our walls for this side of the mansion. Now I just want to fold this in. There we go. So I know what I'm already working with. Now we add a connecting joint on top. So be able to move it around. Yep, so move that. Yeah, where's it at here? I was looking for a stud, but that's not what I was needing. But I think now I need a stud. Yeah, not going to need it yet. Probably will not even need it at all. But now I need a window. Because I think it's going to go right here, but window wall I'm currently building. And yep, it's going to go right where I think I was going to be. Getting the space there it is. Now it's that board. We have a board up window. Build this wall up. Rest of the way. And here we go. Then there should be a roof that's going to be added here in the next few steps, I'm sure. Or not, okay. Now I think, yeah, we're building the actual clock that goes inside. The axle with the stud. Yeah, connected with a 1x2 with the axle hole. Yeah, I need this piece. And keep on building on top of it. This will be one of the play features where you're able to swing, make the clock animate if you like. Now here it is. This is where the clock part will go. Yep. I'm missing any steps. Yes, I am. The legs for the clock. And that will go right here, connecting through the wall, so you can access the interactive element on the outside of the mansion. And now you add a window behind it. Again, if you're just now joining, welcome. Seeing there's some more people joining. If you haven't done so already, if you're new to the channel, my name is Epic Mickey Moments. Welcome. If you haven't done so already, please like and subscribe. Share me out. Around so I can get a good, better look at this into interior. Perfect. Now I can add those roof parts above the windows from earlier. Thank you, Free Foolish Morals. Thank you for yes. Please feel free to say hello in chat if you're just now joining. Don't be shy. Don't be shy. Okay, now we add another pillar for a front porch here on this side of the mansion. And then more railing. There we go. I forget to pick up that one tile again. Now the side that was laying flat on the ground didn't have that part where I can grip it up, pull it up. There we go. Alright, now we can add another pillar. Move that these pieces out of the way so I can see them. Right here between railing. Now we can add support frames going across into the walls. Now we have a 1x6 tile sticking out from the corner here that leads to this 6x6 square tile. Then another one that's supporting the connection here. Actually, I'm curious, what is this built out to? Oh, the box. Ah, this is a builds a grave. Okay. I was like wondering why I was building out because I didn't see it in the box originally. There we go. Now I need to add this joint. Wait. I'm just not noticing. Is it using a legal Lego building technique? For those who are not big Lego people, there is huge no-nos in building Legos, and there's like a some official and some others unofficial Lego rules that you don't break when building. Such as one, I'm pretty sure when it comes to attaching pieces like this, where you have put a tile piece in between studs, more because, especially with round pieces, being a little more brittle in the molding process, is that pieces can easily be broken, and especially the studs if you're having pieces in between. But until I figure out a different way of putting the piece without removing the detail, I'm just going to leave that be. Actually, no, I'm not going to risk it. I'm just going to put it this side because I don't want the pieces to get broken. Now we're building another tombstone. Definitely don't want pieces to get broken in this set. If I happen to have some extra pieces, what I might do, I can just lay it on the ground where it can be like kind of like a tombstone that was knocked over somehow. If the worst case scenario, because I don't want to really risk having a piece that's in a position where it's going to break at some point. So that's where that extra skeleton leg comes into play. That was in this bag. So I was wondering if where in the interior I was going to be. It was not going to be interior. It's going to be part of this grave side build. Now we have one more tombstone. It goes right here to the front. Now, I'm just going to put this tombstone leg down. So I'll flip it around actually. That way it looks like it's actually been toppled over. Better. Much better. Okay, now we move on to the next bag. It is bag 5. This is where we will be building the second floor of the mansion, including the stone, the roof. Spread up the pieces a little bit so I can see more of them. There's more windows. There's a lot more windows in this bag. I was thinking. Here's the last one. So for that transparent window. There we go. All the windows are put together. Here's corner roof. And now we add this to the front here. Better. Why it wasn't lining up. There we go. Okay, now there's issue where I got this piece. Put these back in. There we go. Much better. Go a little more on the roof. Looks like we're now building an organ or a piano depends on the build, but I think it'd be more of a organ with it being a Halloween haunted mansion build. Yeah, this is definitely an organ with the organ pipes. Small one though, but it's still an organ that fits inside this mansion. Now we build around it with including the roof and walls. Because this is the second floor, as I've mentioned. Oh. Much better. Now we got some candles. Go next to our organ. Now here's the other wax part of the candle. Now we have supports to go next to the organ, wrap around it. Hold up the roof above the second floor. Now we have a window to build. And this will go right above our front porch. If I can get this all the way down, connected. Is it all the way in? Lined up? No, it is not. It is definitely not because of the back. It's not. Now it is. Much better. Now I'll show you a full scope of it once this bag is done. Now I need to turn this back around. Because we're mainly working on this, ways you're looking at this, the left side of my POV in the bird's eye view. Finish up this corner. So, used a different piece I was supposed to, that way I'm missing one different spot, which that would be very bad. But look, I was not, I was on track. Alright. And that piece, then we fill in the gap here, filling out. Then we got another window. And then same case here, fill in the window space, window roof. And now we have joint connecting this with the rest of the house securely. Much better. move these two pieces back with the rest. Make sure I'm not missing anything because I feel like I am. I'm not. I was missing something. I 1x2 tile. So we can chat. This is while I'm building this. It's probably why I was missed that one piece. Putting that in. Let's see. 1x3 here, and then the 1x1 right in there. These two go parallel. This piece here, followed by that. Fill the gap. Was a gap. And then what will start the roof above the second floor. Railing for top of the roof. This build's really coming along pretty good, I will say, so far. Okay, and the boards for the board up windows. And then board here finds the front around this window. Now where did this piece go now? I think I've missed a piece somehow. Going back a couple of steps, just make sure, because I feel like that was part of the organ. Either that or was the clock. It was the organ. Okay, that's good. Let me just quickly just pull that out. Slide this in, I think. Yes. Then you cover that up. Back with. Well, now that's going to be a bad minifigures. There we go. That way the minifigures can sit way much better on top. Now, our final bag, bag 6, will finish out our Haunted Mansion set. And then, once that's done, bag is done, the whole thing will be done. That's like really pieces without realizing it. Lay on the bag. For my eyesight. Now, the key thing, you gotta not run into this issue. If you're missing a piece, it's the same. If I have mentioned it sorry for repeating this, but for those who may have joined late, if you're missing a piece for your Lego sets, a good good thing to do is first reach out to Lego directly, email them, call them, reach out to them any way you can. Say what piece you're missing, look at the instructions, what specifically for your set that you're missing. If you can also order the certain piece online if it's easier for you, or some at a Lego store, official Lego store that's near you, or I might recommend a partnered Lego store, Bricks and Mayfigs. One is near where I live. They are really nice. They are partnered directly with Lego, is what I was told. If I'm wrong, correct me. They will have bins of Lego pieces that you may find a certain piece. And you will get, and really it's a good deal if you can get other pieces that you might be interested in. But same thing goes as I mentioned previously at your official Lego stores also, called the Pick-a-Brick. I can't remember the exact pricing. There's two different kinds of pricing. One is for like a big box, and another is a smaller box. I can't remember for the pricing for both of those. You can probably look it up online for people doing it. I probably will be good for me to post something, stuff like that next time I'm at Disney going into the Disney Springs location. But if you are looking for specific pieces, that is a good thing to go look at. Pick out some certain Lego pieces that you're looking for, or a special build, custom build that you're doing, a mock, as a lot of people call it. Yeah, so using those kind of resources, getting certain pieces that, especially ones that you're missing, is always a good and especially fun thing to do, because you'll never know what you're going to find when you're looking for the piece that you need. So yeah, I highly recommend it. I've done that many a times. I have needed to order missing pieces before for sets I've been putting together. So, like I said, try it out. Even if you're not missing a piece, good to always try and do it. Just go to your local Lego stores, or you can hit Bricks and Mayfigs, do the Pick-a-Brick or build whatever Pick-a-Brick Bricks and Mayfigs calls it. I know they have a similar thing, but it's always fun to do those kind of things because it's a good thing for your brain. When you want to think what you're wanting to build and stuff, it gives you ideas for stuff unrelated to that. It's a good idea generator for you. It's a huge recommendation. It's helped me at good spots too for that kind of stuff. Now there's a circular 2x2 piece that here it is, where I'm able to put certain pieces that can swivel like a swivel chair on top of. Now, alright, now we gotta build 2 walls with windows. Let's see here. Now I can add the roof parts for just outside the windows. There we go. And then both go. One goes here, and one on the other side. Like so. Oh yeah. Now interior corner piece as a pillar. And let's see here. Joint piece, securing. Now, from what I'm thinking this is. Okay, it is not what I was thinking. I was not looking at the rest of the pages, just in case. Just taking a guess before I looked. It is not what I was thinking. It's a display for a dime which you can turn around to a brick-built monster of some kind. Now I'm looking for one piece in particular. It's a gold here, so it's right on top, out of the open. And where is it? A wavy brick, 1x2 brick piece. It's a black. Here it is. Now, this piece. Now I'm going the face of the creature. I need make the eyes. Oh, it's actually a little ghost. Turn around. Right here in the window. He maybe look like he's looking out the window. Oh yeah, you can see the eyes just look out the window. It's so funny. So funny. Okay. Now you add that in. Now there's a gear. You can turn around with a gear piece. I think on the outside. Alright, so let's see. You need 3 of these. First one on the bottom. Then 2 on top. I'm going to try and gradually finishing out speed building this. This time we got 2 other smaller sets that should take not long at all. Put together. Okay, here we go. I originally had a 4th one that I was going to put together, but given time, and plus it's not really officially Halloween, I'm just going to not worry about that one. The other 2 are 100% Halloween sets. Almost skips whole page worth. Does that work? Not really. Okay, let's see. Let's fix this. Let's fix this. Okay, I see what the problem was. You gotta turn that around. Let's see if does that fix it? Yes, it does. but it doesn't go like full 360. It's like a 180 turn around. Right way looks out, looks out both windows and turn around into the inside. Show the diamond. Okay. Now I put a window on top of that. Where's sure? Yeah, that's all pieces for that. And a drawer. Some drawers. Okay. There we go. And now start closing in with roofs and walls. And another window. Try and smooth it out, flush it. There we go. Much better. I don't know what that's for. Specifically why that the design choice. Interesting design choice. That's not we're going to do anything with that gear. With that ghost jump scare part, but you know, I could be wrong later down the road if I'm just not realizing it. But so far, I'm looking at it, doesn't seem to be anything involved with that. So it's an interesting design choice for inside. Could have been used for something else, or just like level it out. It's not a big deal, but you know, interesting. Where's okay, I was looking at the piece wrong. I was only seeing 2 studs with my hand covering it up. For this gray tile. And this goes, I need a brick here. There we go, much better. Now I put these 2 here on top, around the organ. Moving on. Now we start finishing the roof. Pretty much in 2 hours. I was thinking it was going to be taking at least only an hour and a half. Been rambling a good bit of the stream too, so it's that's kind of why. Still got 2 small sets put together, but I can always just speed build those while I'm chatting. Alright, got that piece. This is what I look for. And then top it off. Little lightning rod with a bat. Cool. I think that would go around top. It's going not sticking in all the way. No, it does not. It goes right here. That's why put that thing because somebody's going to see it. Interesting. Okay, I already added the other roof wrap piece. Okay, I was like crazy. Where's the other window roof I haven't added to? I'd already added it. Now we're finishing the main roof that goes over the entrance doorway. Corners for the roof. Lead upward. More steep slope roof pieces. One parallel of each other. Finishing the perimeter, then corner. Just a layer of tiles with railing going across the top. And there should be some telescope pieces for corner railing. It is finally done. Yay. Now, let's go ahead and add some of the minifigures to our build. See if I can fit in some of these characters. There we go. I'll go fit this one on the front porch, the ghost. All right, our haunted mansion is done. This is what it looks like enclosed. Yeah, it does look great now, Mouse. I agree. It really reminds you of Phantom Manor, specifically at Disneyland Paris. Let me move this down so you see the full thing. I may have to zoom out on... Might have to zoom out just a little bit. Let me see. I think that might be enough. Oh yeah. So this is kind of like the full 360. Actually, no, it's too much. Just go ahead and show the interior. So we got the organ being played by Frankenstein's monster on the second floor we got the ghost that can switch around, relay jewel on the second floor here on this side. The front door of the Vampire's Bride, the clock, which has the little hidden play feature, and the skeleton with his wardrobe room. So yeah. And then just for curious minds, here's what looks like on the outside folded out. And we got the ghost right here on the front porch, and then werewolf here in the little graveyard scene here to the side, and our little tree monster that we built at the start. And then if you look very closely, and if I zoomed in, I might not be able to show it well, but in the little window right here, we got the little brick built ghost up in that second floor room in the tower, peeking out, watching, like Roz and Monsters Inc. Alright. And then of course can't forget the little gates, and we can just slide on into the front here. I like this build. It's a very nice build. For the main one that you can build, and don't forget there's two, that's the ghost train and the ghost ship. Now, given how much time we have, I'm going to quickly show you this. This was a gift of purchase thing of $150, $120 with a purchase at a in-person Lego store. This is a little brick built ghost with a bat and pumpkin, and this does have light up elements on the inside of ghost, with the glowing inside red from the inside, because of a light up brick that is included, which this is the first time, in fact, I have gotten one of these of any color of any kind. So this is a very interesting thing in a good way. A good thing that's very interesting for me to finally have. And then since there's a electronic brick, there's a thing where you details about batteries, what to use, in charge of like warnings and everything. And then instructions for it, of course. So there's only 3 bags, small ones, 3 small bags, not a big deal. But I'm just gonna speed run this, putting this together since it is now punching into 2 hours of this stream, which has been very fun, I will say. Just putting this together. It's always fun putting these Lego sets together. So I'll start with bag 1. I'll still be talking on putting this together. This is not as much, but here is. I'm just going to show it. The light up brick. Right here is the bulb where it come out. It does have a tab. I'm not going to pull the tab out quite yet until I need to put it in, because I will have to take out to connect it with other pieces. So transparent 2x2 actual brick piece. That's the first time I've had that in too, because I always had 1x2 or 1x4 transparent pieces like these, which is kind of ironic now I'm bringing that up. So 2x2 black tile stud piece, then some 3x3 piece dark gray tiles, and other transparent pieces, a light gray 1x3 tile. Then we have an axle on top of a 1x2 light gray piece that goes right next to the 1x3, and the axle has the point up in a angle. Then the slope that connects the tiles that we just put in with the axle. Then 2x2 corner brick with a inverted slope, 1x2 slope. And now we got more technical pieces. There we go. This should trigger, if I'm right, that light brick if you just like fidget with it. Is this a piece? Yes, it is. Okay. So like, look at it. It's like a different piece, and it was like in the picture of the build. Just want to make sure. Bit of tile. Add here. Then we lock in this axle piece, securing it in. Same with this piece here. I just added. I'll zoom in a little bit so we can get a better look while I'm building. Plus it's kind of showing my face. I'm trying not to show my face and it's not realizing. Okay, now I need to be in the light brick, so I got now pull a tab. This brings me a tab actually. Almost looks like it actually is an axe with the tab, shape of the tab. Or am I just crazy? Just gonna throw it out. It's not a big deal. That's not important. Oh yeah. Oh, that's cool. Of course, the ball doesn't have a distinct shape, so it's going to be like a circle, red circle. Fun. Okay, let's see here. Oh, that's not good. Camera light just went out, and now I just kicked the thing. Hold on, I can turn on my phone light. There we go. But especially camera light that I use just went out of battery because we've been going so long. It's fine. Sorry for the close-up audio. Siren in the background, that's not good. It's never good. Okay, so I'm just looking at just making sure. Oh wait, now I'm missing a thing to hold this in. There we go, much better. Okay, now I should be able to, yeah, there we go. Flash it. Blinding everybody in the stream, that's not fun. Okay. There's a gold heart, that's a little Easter egg, hidden Easter egg. I've been noticing a lot of sets, including small ones, that LEGO is including little hidden details on the inside of the builds. One thing I do know for the Pixar Luxo Junior lamp set that was, I'm not sure, I think it's still on shelves, that it's really like small like little studs on two stacked studs like this high, this size, on the inside of the lamp and Luxo Junior lamp and ball, representing different various Pixar characters like Woody, Buzz Lightyear, characters from Cars, and then many other Pixar characters. Alright, let's try and finish this out quickly. Now, bag number 2. See what's going to finish the main goods build. Oh, this is pretty nice. Translucent 2x4 brick. Ooh, very nice. Oh, there's multiple. There's like 3 of them. Put those to the side because those are very important. And let me look. Yeah, I'm out so I can see all of them. And where is this other piece? Here it is. Then 1x4. 1x4, 1x4. Where's 1x4 tile? Here it is. Here's my earbud. I'm trying to use to listen to the stream audio. Let's see here. Where's here? Now I just need move circular arches, make the trailing cloak trail of our ghost. Gotta rub the studs on that little lower corner. Now we're making the arms. The other side of the coasters is done. the top head. Now we can pull out bag number 3, which really includes the ghosts of her hand. I didn't put luster bill, but you know, it's fine. Not right at the point as long as it's finished in the end with everything included. Before we forget to put the hand, of course, on the ghost. There we go. Now the ghost is done. Now we just gotta finish the other 2 bills, the pumpkin and bat. Got to put the little leaf piece on top. Can I put it on top? Yes, I can. Alright, now our little pumpkin is done. Now I think, pretty sure he goes right here. Yep. And now he's finished the build with the bat. Add the little bat ears. Now we got the wings. And now, with the little transparent stand piece that we had that was loose outside the bags, we can stand them up, attach them to the axle that we had. Now, oddly enough, we have 2 extra chain pieces and a pumpkin stem and eye, but with that, our pumpkin is done. I'm going, there we go. And he's lit up like a jack-o'-lantern on the inside with the light brick. That's very cute. Now does he get off? And then you can see the light inside for the white bricks, but it's fine. It's not a big deal. It's a ghost. But I was more curious with the light. You can barely see. I can barely see there, like with the light coming through, but the translucent bricks that are on top of it kind of dim the light up for it to shine through. But that's cute. I like that. Now, finally, for this evening or morning, again, what time you're watching this, future proofing it, is our jack-o'-lantern pickup truck set. Now, this was in fact what you had to pay real money for. You can get it online or in person. This was $20 or $19.99 if you want to be specific price. For that tab, it's easy. This one's easiest open because you don't need scissors or a knife because it's a popping tab. This one does have 4 bags, but very smaller ones than the ghost bell we just did. So here's the instructions. Pretty small and pretty short, really. Yeah, but we'll be looking through the entire thing. So I got our faceplate done. I'm going to speed through this also, since it's a smaller build. This does come with one minifigure, a pumpkin farmer. And I'll show him this in a second. With a farmer's hat / fedora piece. So I want to make sure he shows up well in camera frame on stream, but just want to turn around. So yeah, that's our farmer minifigure. He's showing up good on stream. It's good. Okay. Got our minifigure farmer done, already put together. Now we start building the truck. Start with our base, including the axles for our wheels. I know for some it's getting late. That's why I'm speed building this. So those who are needing to go to bed need to go to bed, especially younger ones. And you can always rewind the stream, come back on where you might have left off. This will be posted, made public a little afterwards, after the stream has ended. So feel free to go back and rewatch it if you enjoyed it. Also, please like and subscribe if you have enjoyed the stream. If you haven't done so already, that is always appreciated. Alright, add our steering wheel on top of the lime green top. Then we start building out the outside, as much as the inside back of our driver's seat. Then now build around the bed of the truck so we can have our giant pumpkins in the back. Alright, bang up, wait. Oh, got that piece. I'm going to do a self-promotion and a speed build, that is. Always want to have issues when you're trying to multitask. There's always going to be a mistake. If you're good at multitasking, that is good for you. I am somewhat good at it. Okay, so now we can be building the front. We'll move it back in the camera frame, my apologies. Oh wow, it's not even watching. Hello. Make sure we got this right. Arma says, I'll rewatch it 1,000,000 times. Thank you. Appreciate that. Oh no, but wrong place. I was lower teeth pieces to it. Now we add vines on the outside. Going upwards. Now we have spider attached to like so on this side. Actually, I'll move down this side. Now I'm right out of camera frame again. Tires to add on. There we go. Now we're rolling. Alright, bag number 3. Oh, we got a skull, minifigure skull. As well as an orange minifigure head. Bag number 3's bill is the actual pumpkin, giant pumpkin that goes in the back. See these two on the 2 flat tiles. Lego opening ASMR, that's right. This is really Lego speed building ASMR. It's more really what this is. If not close. Okay. And this should be the top of the pumpkin. No, this is one of the sides of it. I have to build 2 of these. Alright. Done. Oh wait, I forgot. Add 2x4s on the ends. Didn't notice those. There we go. Now I see I can add more of this top. Okay, this is interesting. Runaway brick piece. Okay, so the skull goes and this extra little pumpkin piece can go inside the giant pumpkin. Okay. So essentially this is a vicious man-eating giant pumpkin. That's not scary at all. Alright, bag number 4. We are almost done. Finishing up here in a little bit, once we finish this. Now we have the back side. Now we just build the front side with the face. Jack-o'-lantern pumpkin face. Then now, finally, we put the final finishing touches. Putting some of the angry eyes. On our jack-o'-lantern's face. Oops. And there goes the little pumpkin from the inside of the jack-o'-lantern. Now, finally, our top part of the jack-o'-lantern with the stem. With, I'm going to put on the side here, facing to the right side of our little jack-o'-lantern truck. Very cute. Very cute. Now it shows that it's on the other side, but I don't care. It doesn't matter. Very nice. But this does conclude our stream with all 3 of our Halloween sets that we built on stream complete. Now, of course, finally, if you did enjoy our live stream, please like and subscribe, as always appreciated. And until next time, I will see you in the next video or live stream. And my name has been Epic Mickey Moments. Take care, talk soon, and goodbye.